Michael Benedictine School, the home of the Palace and your Mount Michael Knights. We are proud to host this matchup between the Boys Town Cowboys and the Knights of Mount Michael. At this time, please stand, remove your hats, and join us in prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. O God, as we come together for this basketball game between Boys Town and Mount Michael, we ask you to bless these athletes, keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their hard work and perseverance. Let good sportsmanship always be evident on and off the court. May the fans of both schools show their support for the teams and officials with courtesy and enthusiasm. We ask these things in your name. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups, first for the visiting Cowboys. Number 1, TJ Covington. Number 3, Nate Miller. Number 4, TJ Murray. Number 11, Zach Taylor. And number 24, Malachi Washington. And now for the starting lineup for your Mount Michael Knights. At forward, number 11, Koon Kwong. At guard, number 24, Iron Lopez. At guard, number 25, Joseph Chenard. At guard, number 33, Brad Bennett. And at forward, number 40, Caleb Brink.
Hello everyone and welcome on a windy and cold Thursday night to the campus of Mount Michael Benedictine High School and Coach Kane Court as the top-ranked Mount Michael Knights are home to Boys Town. Welcome everybody on the Mount Michael Strive Network. Want to thank our production crew, Callan Schroeder, Peter Gates, Max Vossen, and Landon Vogel. I'm Sean McMahon, helping to bring you all the action tonight. The Knights enter the game at 9-1, coming off a loss to St. Joseph Lafayette over the weekend. Did bounce back last Tuesday rather, beating Ralston. The Cowboys enter the game at 1-2. They have not played since December 10th. We'll get in more into that as the game progresses. Mount Michael with the win on the opening tip. Your starters for the Knights tonight: Koon Kwon, Iron Lopez, Joe Chenard, Brad Bennett, and Caleb Brink. Starting 5 for the Cowboys: TJ Covington, Nate Miller, TJ Murray, Zach Taylor, and Malachi Washington. Caleb Brink in the post. First shot falls for the Knights. TJ Covington driving for Boys Town. Malachi Washington over the back, can't get the rebound. Iron Lopez comes away with it. Covington is the leading scorer for Boys Town. Traveling infraction puts the ball in the hands of the blue and silver. Only 8 varsity players in uniform tonight for Boys Town because of COVID protocols. The Cowboys haven't had any positive cases all year, but with most of their players living out of state, they quarantine before Christmas and after Christmas. So they are missing 4 varsity starters tonight as they are still in quarantine. I shouldn't say starters, 4 varsity players. Ball out of bounds to Mount Michael. So they're playing a little short-handed and a little rusty. As you might imagine, they've only played 3 games and haven't played since December 10th. 1-2 on the year. Boys Town, coached by Tom Kreibold, have a victory over Oakland Craig and losses to Concordia and Roncalli. Kuhn Kwan kicks it out to Brink, and Brink 2 for 2 on the night, 5 quick points, and a 5-0 lead for Mount Michael. This is Mount Michael's first home game since losing over the weekend. Going to be another turnover on Boys Town. That's 2 quick turnovers for both teams. Talking to Coach Derek Spooner about that loss against St. Joseph Lafayette. Said they guarded very well in that game, but just couldn't get any shots to fall. Caleb Brink had over half the points in that game. The Knights were playing on the second of back-to-backs. Lopez looking for Brink, ball knocked out of bounds. Lost a very close game there, their first setback of the year, but they did come back on Tuesday night and bounce back very quickly, beating Ralston as they jumped out to a 33-2 lead in that game and cruised from there. Cowboys playing a zone, opens up the 3 for Chouinard at the top of the key, off the mark. Covington can't get it to go. Washington. Foul on the play.
Foul is on Michael, number 25, Joseph Chouinard, his first personal.
Joe Chouinard with his first foul, team's first. They'll say that wasn't on the shot. TJ Murray, shot altered by Kwan. Here's Kuhn with the pump fake, driving. Caleb picks up the loose ball. And Kwan with another offensive rebound. Now Lopez, a little long. Jump ball. Possession arrow heading the Cowboys' way. Talking to Tom Kreibold before the game, said the Cowboys haven't done any sort of elaborate scout on Mount Michael, haven't even watched a stitch of game film. With so many players out of town, he just has not been able to assemble any sort of formal game plan, so says he's just happy to be playing and wants the Cowboys to get out and run. Joe Chouinard gets ahead of the pack for 2 and a quick timeout as the Knights are up 7-0.
Timeout, Boys Town, 30
Time to welcome everyone who's watching on the Mount Michael Strive Athletic Network. Appreciate you settling in on a cold night. This is a snow night. For those who haven't heard, school has been called off tomorrow, so a 4-day weekend upcoming for the Mount Michael students. And if you can peek into the stands, a little bit different crowd than we've seen at home games so far this year. Because Boys Town parents are largely out of town, their fan base is rather thin, so they opened up some more spots for Mount Michael families. So we're actually seeing more siblings and grandparents who haven't been able to attend previous games are now in the stands getting a chance to see live action for the first time this year. See the Palin girls and the Janicek brothers. Count the basket.
Basket counts for TJ Covington.
TJ Covington with the bucket and the foul.
In the game for Mount Michael, number 32, Kyle Palin, number
Parker Hodovy and Kyle Palin checking in for the Knights. Covington converts to three-point play, and the Cowboys are on the board. That last foul was on Iron Lopez, his first, the team's second. Knights with a 5-point lead. Brad Bennett from range, he's got it. Three-pointer Brad Bennett. Taylor, long from his three-point attempt. 10-3 your score. The top-ranked Knights out to an early lead in this first quarter. Just under 4 minutes to go in the opening frame. Brink with a few moves, and Malachi Washington with the clean block. Three-pointer Covington. Technical foul on the play. Not quite sure what happened there. See if we can get a call here.
Number 24, Malachi Washington.
The technical foul called on Malachi Washington. Not quite sure what happened there, but Brad Bennett on the line shooting 2 for the Knights, converts the first. Brad's got both of them.
In the game for Mount Michael, number 3, Joe Bergman.
Substitutions for both teams. For Boys Town, number 20, Myron Snoddy into the game. Joe Brueggemann checking in for the Knights. Covington with the steal, coast to coast, converts. TJ Covington with all 8 points for Boys Town. Nice opening quarter for the junior. Boys Town with no seniors in uniform tonight as Brink converts. Only 2 seniors on the roster, both are quarantining. So the Cowboys featuring a starting lineup of 2 sophomores and 3 juniors. Nate Miller driving. Whistle. Parker Hodovy called for his first foul. Mount Michael's third. Chouinard returns to the lineup. Brad Bennett will take a seat. Malachi Washington headed to the bench for Boys Town. Aaron Kowalk checking in for the first time for Boys Town, number 42. Joe Chouinard intercepts the pass, and Joe fouled by Snoddy. Chouinard, the leading Mount Michael in steals.
At the line for Mount Michael, number 25, Joseph Chouinard.
Snoddy's first foul, Boys Town's second team foul. Joe averaging 12 points a game. He's third on the Knights. Mount Michael led by Brad Bennett and Caleb Brink, both averaging right around 13 points a game. Joe knocks 2 down. He has 4 points in this opening quarter. 16-8 now the score. Tom Crable is going to call a timeout. I want to thank all of our sponsors for helping to bring you tonight's action. Once again, our Mount Michael Strive broadcast, Landon Fogel, Callan Schroeder, Peter Gates, and Max Vossen. doing a great job as they have all year long. Mount Michael will play again tomorrow night as they head to Roncalli, a team that has had their number the past few years. Roncalli not as strong this year, still boasting about a 500 record, but lost their really key player in Jack Dotzler. Their point guard has moved on to Morningside College. Knights will head to the River City Conference Tournament next week. They are the #1 seed, have a first-round bye. They will play Thursday night, next Thursday, a week from tonight, against the winner of South Sioux City and Gross in the semifinals. Talk a little bit more about that as we proceed through this game, but right now just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mount Michael doubling up the Cowboys 16-8. TJ Covington, if you've just joined us, off to a hot start for Boys Town. He has all 8 points. Kowalk wide open underneath, can't get the pass cleanly, so Cowboys will set up their offense. Zach Taylor pulls the trigger from 3. Now 16-11 Knights. Cowboys have played exclusively in a 2-3 zone so far tonight. Kyle Palin out to Caleb. Ball out of bounds to Boys Town. 4th turnover on the night for Mount Michael. Boys Town also with 4 turnovers. That's one thing that Derek Spooner said he was looking for tonight, is to control that basketball and no live ball turnovers. Nate Miller off the mark. Brueggemann coming away with it. Kyle, left hand, count it. Nice conversion by Kyle Palin. Will earn him a bonus shot. Foul is on Kowalk, his first. Cowboys 3rd. Kyle Palin, the leader on Mount Michael in field goal percentage, hit 69% of his shots, and you can see why on that last play. Really, really stout around the basket. Kyle converts a 3-point play. Knights back up 8, ticking under a minute to go here. Covington. Traveling on Nate Miller. Snoddy returns for Boys Town. Nate Miller getting a little speech from Coach Kreibel. 45 seconds left in this opening quarter. Good action between these two teams. Knights working against that zone, trying to find the holes. Chouinard pulls the trigger. Rims out. Covington around the back, loses control. Ball out of bounds to the blue. TJ Murray comes down with that loose ball. Dangerous pass, 15 seconds left. Malachi Washington, rebound, can't get the putback. 8 seconds left. Here comes Joe Chouinard. Inside to Kyle. Kyle fouled on the play. Chouinard didn't have a shot, was able to find Palin. Whistle with just 3 seconds left. Foul is on Washington, his second, 4th team foul for Boys Town. Kowalk will check in for the last 3 seconds. Washington heads to the bench with 2 fouls. Balanced scoring for the Knights. Chouinard, Palin, Bennett, and Brink all on the board. Extends it to a 9-point lead. Brueggemann with the steal, but the ball hits the out-of-bounds line. Good hustle by Joe. Now 1 second left here. Knights have 3 defenders in the front court. And that is the end of the first quarter. Mount Michael 20, Boys Town 11. Take a quick break here and be back with second quarter action on the Mount Michael Strive Network. Welcome back to Coach Kane Court on the campus of Mount Michael Benedictine. After 1 quarter of play, the top-ranked Knights 20, Boys Town 11. 4 Knights in the scoring column so far. Caleb Brink with 7, Bennett 5, Palin 4, Joe Chouinard with 4. TJ Covington, the leading scorer for Boys Town, with 8. Brad Bennett. Second three-pointer on the night for Brad. Ball went inside to Brink. You saw all those blue uniforms collapse. Caleb got it out to Brad for a clean look from 3. Chouinard with another steal. Foul is called on TJ Murray. That's Murray's first, team's 5th. Easy bucket for Joe Chouinard. They're now 25-11 in favor of the Knights. Once again, this is Boys Town's first game since December 10th. So you can see why they would be a little rusty. Have only played 3 games so far this year. But they are back in action, trying to get all their players back from quarantine. They have 4 games in the next 6 days. So after playing 3 games over the months of December into January, they're going to have 4 quick ones in the next week. Kun Kwan back in the lineup for Mount Michael, feeds Bennett. Brad off the mark from 3. Boys Town starting 5 back into the game to start the second quarter. Starting 5 also on the floor for the Knights. Brink, a pump fake, pulls up for the jumper. Kun Kwan, the rebound. Kun throwing it out, looking for Chouinard. Turns it over. Now 5 turnovers for the Knights, 6 for the Cowboys. Here comes Covington into the lane, kicks it out. Taylor short. Bennett ahead of the pack. Brad Bennett with 2. Nice pass there by Iron Lopez. Lopez averaging 6 points and 4 assists. He's the leading assist man for Mount Michael with a 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. You can see why. Kwan skies for the rebound, but falls down and gets called for the travel. Knights currently on an 8-0 run as they're up 27-11. Just under 6 minutes to go in this first half. Snoddy returning to the lineup for Boys Town. Washington, checked by Bennett. Brad's going to get called for the hold.
Foul on Mount Michael, number 33, Brad Bennett. His first personal team.
Fourth team foul for Mount Michael. Tough check for Brad at 6 foot going against the 6'4" Washington. Iron Lopez stepping in front of the pass. Pulls up from the elbow. Rims out. Here comes Covington. Taylor, short. Chouinard converts. Good to see Joe getting some runouts. 8 points on the night for Joe. Brad Bennett leading the way so far with 10 first half points. Now an 18-point lead for the Knights. Whistle, that's going to be Brad Bennett's second foul. 2 quick ones on Brad. 5 team fouls for the Knights.
33, Brad Bennett, his second.
David Heaton checking in for Boys Town. The freshman getting his first action of the night. Washington hits the deck. Loose ball. Here comes Lopez ahead to Kun Kwan. Fouled by Snoddy. Lopez is doing a great job getting that ball ahead of the pack. Kwan, Chouinard, Bennett running out, getting easy looks on the other end.
Marion Snoddy, his second personal.
That's Snoddy's second foul, team 6th. Kwan looking to get on the scoring ledger for the first time tonight. Kuhn entered the lineup, the starting lineup, a couple of games ago. His first varsity start. Coach Spooner likes his length, says it makes it very tough on defense. For some of those opposing teams to get the ball into passing lanes. He's also one of the best players that Mount Michael has at getting the ball into the post. As you might imagine, with those long arms at 6'7", 6'8", he can get the ball over the top of the defense. Kwan 1 for 2. Substitutions for the Knights, Hotovy and Palin returning for Mount Michael. Loose ball, out of bounds to Mount Michael. The Knights currently on an 11-0 run as the lead has ballooned to 19 points. Boys Town has yet to score in the second quarter. Kun Kwan can't get it to go, but Caleb Brink cleans it up. 9 points for Caleb. Now a 13-0 run. Caleb Brink with the block. We mentioned this on the top of the live stream, but on Tuesday night when Mount Michael played Ralston, they opened the game on a 33-2 run. 33-2 to open the game. So Knights certainly capable of getting some scoring runs. Washington, Malachi's first bucket, breaks the 13-0 run. Cowboys going man in this second quarter. Spent most of the first quarter in a zone. Foul called on TJ Covington, his first. Team foul number 7, so the Knights will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Brink shooting 2.
At the line for Mount Michael, number 40, Caleb Brink.
TJ Murray checking back in for the Cowboys. Washington heads to the sidelines. Caleb misses the second, but Parker Hodevy there for the rebound. Kuhn off the mark. Here's a matchup, Brink against Covington. A little mismatch on the speed. Lopez over to provide the double team. And there's that length we were talking about with Quan. Blocks the three-point attempt. And Quan with the rebound, quick outlet to Brink. Brink like a point guard. Caleb Brink. You see him sharing a moment with Iron. Brink with his best Iron Lopez impression gets the bucket and the foul. That foul called on Snoddy, his third. Joe Brueggemann and Brad Bennett return to the lineup for the Mount. Brink converts the three-point play and checks out. Joe Chouinard returning. 6 points for Brink in the second quarter, 13 in the game. He leads all scorers. Now 36-14, clock ticking under 3 minutes to go in the half. Another turnover on the Cowboys. Hodevy feeds Chouinard. Now Covington free. A little bit of ragged play here. Boys Town with 9 turnovers now in this first half. Chouinard alters the shot. Tough attempt by Covington. Bennett to Palin. Kyle goes to the right hand, can't get it to go, but gets his own rebound and put back. Kyle Palin gets the Mount to a 38-14 advantage. Once again, Boys Town with no seniors in uniform tonight. They are short on players because of quarantine concerns. Players who traveled out of state over the winter break are now quarantining before they're cleared to play. So the Cowboys a little short-handed, but certainly giving good effort tonight. Nate Miller with his first basket, steal and layup. Cowboys back in a 2-3 zone. Should open some perimeter opportunities for Brueggemann and Bennett. There's Joe. Lines up the three, but a little long. Step back jumper for Nate Miller. Back-to-back baskets for the junior. Chouinard going to the left hand. Joe converts. Chouinard into double digits now with 10 points. 22-point lead, under a minute to go. Bit of a heat check there for number 3, Nate Miller. Shot block. Brueggemann, instead of going 3, will pull up for a shorter jumper. Chouinard kicks it back out. See if the Knights choose to hold for one shot here. 22-point lead, 22 seconds left to go in the half. Cowboys will stay in that zone, but Covington extending out. Now 10 seconds left. Bennett going one-on-one. Inside to Kyle Palin, and Palin scores. Right before the half. Good assist from Brad Bennett to Kyle Palin. And Kyle Palin converts. Your halftime score, the top-ranked Knights from Mount Michael 42, the Boys Town Cowboys 18. We will take a break here, catch our breath at halftime. We'll be back with the leading scorers and the second half of action. Thank you for joining us on the Mount Michael Strive Broadcast Network. We'll be back with more action in just a few. Welcome back, everyone, to the campus of Mount Michael Benedictine High School. Your halftime score, the top-ranked Mount Michael Knights 42, the Cowboys from Boys Town 18. You're watching Mount Michael basketball on the Strive Network. Want to thank all of our student volunteers, Callan Schroeder, Peter Gates, Max Bosson, and Landon Fogel. I'm Sean McMahon bringing you all the action tonight. A 28-10 run by the Knights in the middle of the first and second quarters allowed them to break this game open. Your leading scorers for both teams, Caleb Brink leading the way for the Knights with 13 points, Joe Schunard and Brad Bennett with 10 each, Kyle Palin 8 points, and Kuhn Kwan with 1. On the Boys Town side, TJ Covington, the leading scorer, 8 points, all in the first quarter. Nate Miller with 4, Zach Taylor and Malachi Washington with 3 apiece. Boys Town basketball to start this second half of action. Ball bounces off of Miller out of bounds. Turnovers have been a big story. Boys Town with 11 turnovers on the night, 10 in that first half. The Knights with 7. Derek Spooner thought that would be probably the key tonight, would be if the Knights could hang on to the basketball and take care of that pressure. So far, so good. Nate Miller, his first personal foul, first team foul for the Cowboys in the second half. Brad Bennett shakes loose for a triple, and Bennett with a quick 3. 13 points now for Brad. Third three-pointer for Bennett tonight. Good to see him shooting the ball well. For Mount Michael to be at their best, Brad Bennett needs to be hitting threes. Zach Taylor, a little long on that baseline runner. Caleb Brink, top of the key, fakes it. Caleb drives the foul. We saw during that first half, Caleb going coast to coast like a point guard. That time, a nice pump fake from the perimeter. Draws the foul. It's Nate Miller's second. Back-to-back fouls for him, 2 team fouls for the Cowboys.
At the line for Mount Michael, number 40, Caleb Brink.
Got a feel for Tom Kreibel over there on the Boys Town sideline. His team hasn't played since December 10th. Only 3 games under their belt all year, and after that long of a layoff, they come back and face the top-ranked team in Class B. A tough way to resume action. Bennett underneath. Schunard tries to tip it back in. Contact on the play between Iron Lopez and Nate Miller. Foul will be on Iron, his second. First team foul for the Knights. And give the Knights credit. Last Saturday, they did not play particularly well against St. Joseph Lafayette. Had traveled down to St. Joseph for that game. It was very close, 2-point game, first loss of the year. But the Knights came back strong.
3 points, Nate Miller.
As Nate Miller hits a 3. 7 points now on the night for Miller. Came back and really played well against Ralston on Tuesday night. And now coming tonight, looking strong. How about Caleb Brink with the pocket pass there to Schunard for 2. Telling you, Caleb's auditioning for a guard spot tonight. Leading the break, dishing off on cuts to the basket. Bennett ahead to Kuhn. Kwan, a little long, but he'll head to the foul line.
Foul on Boys Town for TJ Murray, his second personal.
TJ Murray called for that foul, his second personal, team's third. Kuhn 1 point on the night from the free throw line in the second quarter, misses the first of 2. Lead now 29 points. David Heaton checks back in for the Cowboys. Zach Taylor takes a seat. Heaton, one of 2 freshmen on this Cowboy roster. Only have 8 varsity players in uniform tonight. If you're just joining us, the Cowboys have been quarantining as most of them have family out of state. As Malachi Washington hits his second three-pointer of the night. They head home to their various locales over the Christmas break, so they, out of an abundance of caution, did a 14-day quarantine ahead of traveling, and then a 14-day quarantine upon returning to campus. Iron Lopez gets on the board. That's Iron's first points of the night. Quick timeout for the Knights. The lead now 53-24, almost 3 minutes gone by in this third quarter. So not only are the Cowboys a little rusty, not having played since December 10th, they're also playing shorthanded. Only 8 varsity players in uniform. They have no seniors on the bench tonight. Starting 3 juniors, 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen as reserves. So an uphill climb for Tom Crable, longtime Boys Town coach. Cowboys are 1-2 on the year, beat Oakland Craig. Losses to Concordia and Roncalli. Those 2 losses against pretty salty competition, Concordia and Roncalli. They play 4 games in the next 6 days. I'm guessing the Cowboys will iron things out by the end of the year and be a tough out in Class C. TJ Covington stripped. Iron Lopez with the theft. Bennett to the left hand. I beg your pardon, right hand, and Brad Bennett converts. Good finish by Brad. Lead now over 30. Kyle Palin, the left hand block, and here's Hodavi out in front. Oh, good block by Washington. But Palin is there to scoop it up and score. It's Kyle's first bucket of the third quarter. Another turnover. Brink attempting the shot will be called for the travel. Now 14 turnovers for the Cowboys. Six points so far for Boys Town in this third quarter. $15 for the Knights. 30-second timeout for the Cowboys. Once again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. If you're just joining us on the Mount Michael Strive Network, a little bit different crowd tonight. The visitors from Boys Town don't have your typical parent cheering section, so Mount Michael decided to open up the invitation to some of those family members who haven't been able to come out previously this year. The restriction has basically been 2 guests per player, but tonight we're seeing more siblings joining their parents. So it's good to see the Janicek boys, for instance. The older 2 are Mount Michael grads, are here hoping to see Matt get into the game. The way things are going, I think we probably will see some of those Mount Michael reserves. Knights in a zone. And that forces the turnover over and back. Now 15 turnovers on the Cowboys. It is hard, not having played in a month, to come here to the Palace playing that short court against a very talented Mount Michael team. Iron, a little long. Trapping zone. Covington breaks it inside to Washington. Washington for 2. Now 8 points for Malachi, tied for team high honors with Covington. Parker Hodovy pulls the trigger. Bring it up for Parker, his first triple on the night. Parker averages 4 points and 3 rebounds, so he's near his regular season stat total, but that doesn't tell the story because Parker is arguably one of the most important defensive pieces for the Knights. Kyle a little short, Parker on the rebound. Good feed by Lopez. Just to finish up the point on Parker, he is the guy that Derek Spooner relies on to check the better offensive players on the opposing team. Had a great game against Ralston on Tuesday. That foul, by the way, on Nate Miller, his 3rd, team's 4th. And Parker just behind Kyle Palin in terms of field goal percentage for the Knights. Hits 2 there, 5 quick points for Parker. Now a 62-26 spread. Kuhn Kwan out on the top of that press, but it's Brad Bennett with the steal. And Kuhn gets rewarded on the other end. Nice feed, Brad Bennett. That's Kwan's first field goal. Now 64-26. Knights have broken this thing wide open in the 3rd quarter. Brad from distance. 4 threes for Brad Bennett tonight. Now 18 points for the senior. One 3-1 zone. Kuhn Kwan at 6'8" is a long defender. Parker with the steal. Joe Brueggemann. A little long on the layup, but the loose ball goes to the home team. Eli Sirkovich making his first appearance for the Mount. The senior guard, number 23, Joe Chouinard, also back into the lineup. Chouinard in the post, goes strong. 9-0 run for the Knights. Aaron Carnish getting ready to check in for Mount Michael. Covington rattles in and out. TJ had 8 first quarter points, hasn't scored since. Now Kuhn from 3. Covington looking for Taylor behind the back. Ball knocked out of bounds, and here's Aaron Carnish, the senior guard, number 10, lefty. With the lead, we are now in a running clock situation, so 45 seconds and counting in this 3rd quarter. Foul called on Carnish. Aaron's first. Second team foul for the Knights. Aaron Caldwell, his first bucket tonight. The junior, number 42. 13 seconds left in this 2nd quarter. Knights will hold for 1. Chouinard, left hand into the paint, going downhill. A little short on the layup. And that will end 3 quarters of action. After 3, Mount Michael 69, Boys Town 28. Take a quick break and be back with the 4th quarter of action on the Mount Michael Strike Network. Welcome back to Coach Kane Court on the campus of Mount Michael Benedictine High School. After 3 quarters of play, the top-ranked Knights from Mount Michael 69, Boys Town 28. Knights edged the Cowboys 27-10 in that third quarter, and more reserves on the court now for the Knights. Travel called on Caleb Brink. Caleb's younger brother, Aiden Brink, number 5, seeing his first action tonight. Dylan Brown, number 35, senior forward, also on the court for the Knights. Brink intercepts the pass. 19 turnovers now for Boys Town. Mount Michael under 10, they have 9 turnovers. Eli Sirkovich checking in. Caleb will take a seat. Nice night for Brink. 15 points tonight for Brink. Brad Bennett, 18. Those are unofficial statistics. We'll sort that all out after 4 quarters of play here. But Brad Bennett figures to be the leading scorer for Mount Michael on this evening. Dylan Brown, strong drive. Washington knocks it out of bounds. Your 5 on the floor for Mount Michael: Aaron Carnish, Aiden Brink, Eli Sirkovich, Joe Brueggemann, and Dylan Brown. Eli, strong from the corner. Starting 5 on the floor for the Cowboys: Covington, Miller, Murray, Taylor, and Washington. And that is Taylor with his second 3-pointer. 6 points on the night for Taylor. First bucket of the 4th quarter for Boys Town. Ball is stripped. Nate Miller coast to coast. Now 9 points for Miller. Meanwhile, Brugge, Joe B, with his first triple. 72-33 now your score. Clock ticks under 6 minutes. Dylan Brown clears the rebound. Here comes Aiden Brink to the corner. Joe B thought about the 3. Sets it up, Dylan Brown. Brueggemann's gonna take that one, and that one, nothing but air. Don't see Joe miss like that very often. Four seniors on the court for Mount Michael right now, and the sophomore Aiden Brink. And here comes Will Stringer. Big Will, number 55. Brueggemann and Brink take a seat. We also see Daniel Mondi, number 2, bringing the ball up for Mount Michael. So everyone in a white uniform has seen game action. Eli, a little long. Foul called on the Knights. I think they're going to catch Dylan Brown for the over the back. That is the case. Dylan's first foul. Team foul number 3 for Mount Michael. Running clock with this margin of lead, 4.5 to go left in the game. Credit to the Cowboys for playing hard tonight. It was a very steep hill to climb against the top-ranked team in Class B, only playing 3 games, not being in action for over a month. The Cowboys will get things straightened out. Kreibel's been coaching at Boys Town for a long, long time. I'm sure by the end of the year they will be a tough competitor in that Class C1. Traveling call on Miller. Boys Town now at 21 turnovers. Hard to stay competitive in a game with that many turnovers. Daniel Mondi looking for Stringer on the pick and roll. Four seniors and a junior on the court. Carnish, Sirkovich, Stringer, and Brown, the seniors. Daniel Mondi, the junior. It's great to see these guys get playing time. Oh boy. Eli giving Malachi Washington a hand after that block. I think Eli's going to get a little bit of grief after that two-handed reject. And I beg your pardon, Matt Janicek now in the lineup. He is the final player in white tonight, and good thing Matt's older brother's in action, seeing the action tonight in the stands. They have not been here so far this year, so good to see that. There's Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown. Nice baseline drive for 2. 2.5 left to go in the game. These guys work so hard in practice, and as seniors are not able to play on the JV, so it's good to see them rewarded with some playing time. Will Stringer getting his name in the box score with the foul. Team's 4th, Washington will shoot 2. Washington 8 points on the night. Same for TJ Covington. Nate Miller leading the way for the Cowboys with 9. Carnish, little short. Every Mount Michael player on the bench is on their feet, cheering for these reserves to get on the scoreboard. It's going to be Brown's 2nd foul, team's 5th. Malachi will head back to the line. We're now under a minute to go.
At the line for Boys Town, number 24, Malachi Washington.
10 points now for Malachi Washington. 74-37, and probably see the Knights dribble out the clock here. Now 10 seconds to go. And the clock will run out on this Thursday night game, and as all students prepare for a snow day tomorrow, they'll celebrate a victory. Knights improved to 10-1 on the year after a 74-37 win. We will take a quick break here on the Strive Network and be back with your leading scores. Once again, 74-37. Welcome back, everyone. Once again, your final score, Mount Michael 74-37. Give you a quick scoring rundown, starting with the visitors from Boys Town. These are unofficial statistics. Malachi Washington leading the way with 10 points. Nate Miller with 9. TJ Covington, 8 points all in the first quarter. Zach Taylor with 6 and Aaron Kowalk with 2. For the Knights, leading the way with 18 points, including 4 3-pointers, Brad Bennett. Caleb Brink with 15 points. Joe Chouinard chips in 14. Then single-digit scorers, Parker Hodeby with 5, Joe Brueggemann with 3, Kuhn Kwan with 4, Iron Lopez, 1 3-pointer on the night, and Dylan Brown with 2. Once again, the Knights improved to 10-1 on the year. They are in action tomorrow night as they travel to Roncalli. Next week they have the RCC tourney. They are the top seed, receive a first-round bye, and will play the winner of the South Sioux City Gross game on Thursday night. And that will be our next broadcast on the Strive TV network next Thursday. We hope you'll join us then. And for now, once again, your final score, 74-37. Everyone, stay inside, enjoy the blizzard and a snow day, and we'll see you next week.